Hello, everyone. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in tonight. Welcome into Avatar Legends, the Groovy Era, Episode 4, Shadows in the Spotlight. All right. You're tuned into WAVATR 88.8, where the balance meets the beat. I'm Commodore Zed, and here's your recap of Avatar Legends, the Groovy Era Episode 3. Our heroes, Ayami and Kaisu, arrived at the legendary Echo Festival, a neon-lit paradise of music, bending, and spirit light, invited by speaker Lilu herself. They were there to watch the vibes and guard against disruption. But the rhythm broke, the blinding light, a dragon made of drones. And just like that, Avatar Echo was gone. Kidnapped mid performance by the Jade Chrysanthemum in a burst of jade and crimson fire. The crowd scattered, spirits trembled, and the world lost its groove. Now the question hangs heavy in the air: where is the Avatar? And can harmony survive in her absence? This is WAVATAR 88.8, keeping your spirit in sync with your heart and the beat. Stay tuned, things are just starting to get loud. All right, how's everyone doing today? Excellent. I want to introduce all my friends. I think we'll get all my friends in today. I'm not sure, but I think we have them all available right now. Keyword Xavier, you start us off. Tell us about yourself
Hello.
and tell us about your character.
All right. I am Keywork Savior. I do stream on Twitch. Occasionally. I haven't been doing it recently, but there's been family stuff going on. But anyway, played through a good deal of Link to the Past, and I'll be finishing that up probably Monday. Anyway, on Saturdays I play Sayokudan in the Avatar Legends game. On Mondays I play Kinnerek in the Vampire the Saxon Age Chronicle that we play. So Saya is a kind of a groovy. Um, he's a slate boarder, so analogous to the '70s skateboarding style. Um, a member of the Way of the Patience of Sand from the cliffs on the eastern edge of the desert and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm interested to see where things have gone since we missed a week or two.
All right. Ellie, tell us about yourself. Tell us about Kashi.
Kashi.
Sorry, my bad. Kashi.
Anyway, I'm Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork. I don't stream, but I'm a crazy cat lady, so got that going for me. And on Mondays, I'm also part of the Vampire Chronicles. So I play Kashi. She's a firebender, very compassionate and supportive, spiritual. She's part of the Emberlight Circle. She's all about grooving and spreading the message of peace, love, and everyone can just get along. Gosh. Yeah, that's about it for right now.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about Ayami.
So Ayami is a waterbender that was raised by a firebender. She learned some interesting things last session, that I'm excited to get into. I don't stream. I'm just here for Avatar because I'm a big fan of Avatar, big fan of Zed's tabletop RPG. So I'm excited for tonight.
Excellent. Are you with us, Wildwood?
Yo, yeah, I'm here. Hey guys.
Fantastic. Excellent. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about Kaisu.
Yo, I'm myself, Wildwood, stream over at Team Wildwood, and I stream pretty much every day starting at this time if we're not doing TTRPGs over here at Zed's place. And you can catch me over at Team Wildwood and playing lots of retro games, playing a bit of modern and retro Pokemon kind of simultaneously lately, and about to start doing a little bit of Warhammer 40k kit gluing and painting and all that jazz as well. So might be seeing that in the next week or so. But tonight I am hanging out here as Kaisu, and I'm an airbender that's kind of inherited his father's legacy and airship enterprise, and kind of rolling with that. I've been trying to do my own thing, try to create a prototype airship to get higher than the clouds, because I think maybe there's more to the airbending people than we've ever found, maybe above the clouds. So that's kind of my thing. But right now, currently, I'm just hanging out with all these fine people, trying to take care of this crazy kind of like a rebellion or so, I guess we got going on at this point. I don't even know what to describe it as, but it feels like it's getting out of control, and I'm for it.
Fantastic. All right, I got a couple questions I want to ask. Everyone's got their character sheets open. I'm assuming. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna it's general. I'm gonna come around and ask you each individually. Where are you on your balance track? Keyword. Are you directly in the center of your balance track right now?
I am 1 dot to the right. I am -1 roll.
Okay. And what is your other? Tell us your principles. No, the two. What's on your balance
Oh,
track?
excuse me. Roll and freedom. So
Oh, okay.
I'm 1 towards freedom and away from roll.
Excellent. Silent Brook. How about you? And how about your balance track?
So I have unity and heritage, where either I honor one of my heritages separately, or if I kind of unify them. And I have a -1. I guess it's a +1 towards unity and a -1 towards heritage. I think
Excellent. What principle feels most urgent, kind of right now for you?
probably heritage because of the ending of last time.
Okay. Yep. And what did you feel when Echo disappeared? What memory did it stir any memories?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
What did you feel when Echo disappeared?
When Echo disappeared, it didn't bring up any memories, but I felt like there was more I could have done, maybe. So
Okay. Who do you blame?
I mean, the Jade Chrysanthemums, well, kind of Echo too, because she was kind of too cocky about the whole thing. I mean, it was right there in front of her. And she's like, no, it's fine. So, but also, Jade Chrysanthemums. I mean, they
Okay.
were right there. They were open about it. And I guess myself too, a little bit, because like we talked right to them. And then we just, failed. So,
All right. Wildwood. We're on the balance track as Kaisu.
I believe I'm 1 off. Yes, I'm 1 towards planning, and then discovery is my other side. So I'm off balance a little bit right now.
What principle feels most urgent now?
I know actually the principle of planning that I'm dipping towards certainly feels like the most important right now. Discovery is definitely an aspect of my character, but we haven't got to play on that too much. We sort of dipped right into this crazy crazy multiple kidnapping attempt thing going on, and planning seems to be helpful for something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
What did you feel anything when Echo disappeared?
Yes, it reminded Kaizu of when his first pet wandered off and unfortunately never came back.
Excellent. And who did you blame?
Um, I guess I blamed the pet, so it's sort of the same-ish because I'm kind of blaming Echo this time around.
All right. General question for. Oh no, sorry, Ellie. I almost forgot. Where are you on your balance track?
I have action and forgiveness, and I am +1 forgiveness, -1 action.
Okay. You weren't here, so I don't have the other three for you. But I do have some questions for the other two, for Wildwood and Silent Brook again. What stood out to your character from last session?
Again, I still personally think it is weird and thought it was weird, and Brooke may be thinking the same, that other band just came in dressed like this current group that's been trying to kidnap the Avatar, and thought that was cool to just be making wakes like that, and that totally wasn't in bad taste or anything like that. It was a red flag for me.
The identity of the Shredder person looking similar to my character.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest thing. I mean, like, also what stood out was like Echo's gone, so we gotta find her. But like, also, she didn't know she had any family, so she doesn't know who that is.
All right. Okay, so some questions for Keywork and for Ellie. Your characters weren't here last game for the Echo Festival. So, but what were you up to in the meantime? Were you at the festival but on another side just enjoying the music? Or were you off elsewhere? Because you're going to be at the festival now, and this is going to take place minutes after Echo was kidnapped. So, how do we want to what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. How do we want to make this
Reconnect?
work? Yes, how do we want to reconnect?
Reconcile our
Re-
absence.
Thank you.
Saya was definitely lost amongst all the different food stalls. He's got about 3 different things sticking out of one hand and 2 things sticking out of his mouth, and he's trying to pay somebody, but there's more chicken to grab. So
Excellent. And how about for Kashi?
Yeah, pretty much the same. She was at the festival, grooving, eating food, talking to people, seeing what's going on, how everyone's doing, and heard about the Avatar kind of being kidnapped and is now trying to figure out where everyone else is so we can figure this out.
All right, so we're going to rewind just back to that scene real quick. Echo rose above the amphitheater like a goddess of rhythm, her voice weaving with the beat, her crystal platform suspended on arcs of earth and steam. Spirit lanterns danced, bioluminescent reeds swayed to the tempo. Then came the scream of the soundboard, of the sky, of something breaking open. A dragon not of scale or bone, but of metal and light. Thousands of microdrones, wings, and hammering. It worked. Oh, sorry. The dragon not of scale or bone, but of metal and light. Thousands of microdrones, wings of humming cicadas, formed its shape in midair, coiling above the stage. It opened its mouth and fired beams of blinding light, scorching the fire like fireworks gone wrong. The crowd fell to its knees, clutching their eyes. The stage cracked, the spirit lanterns fled, and when the light faded, Avatar Echo was gone. Only a single green blossom remained spinning in the dark. That's what you saw, Saya and Kashi. Ayami and Kaisu were too busy fighting off the Shredder until they escaped, and you pulled their mask off and you saw what they looked like. An older version of Ayami, or very similar looking. Let's go pick up from there as you come upon each other at the festival. Yes, that was an auto shout out. I think we fixed it.
There's another one.
Yes. I'm so happy. Excellent.
So is it all 4 of us together?
It's all 4 of you together now, yes.
What just happened? I think I just saw the Avatar just disappear.
There's a lot that you missed. So there's this one band that's called the Jade Chris Band. And they dress, they look exactly like, they dress and look exactly like Jade Chrysanthemums. However, Avatar Echo did not care. She said it was fine. We warned her, we found her. She was fine. She still got kidnapped. That was,
still fine. It's all still fine.
Sure.
She was blinded by the Groovy.
Yep.
And then, the people that were controlling the drones that just blew everything up and caused all the chaos, that was the Shredder person we saw on the roof back when we found the people in the Coke warehouse and Coca-Cola warehouse. That sounded worse than I meant. And the Shredder person, when she took off her mask, looks a lot like me but older. Don't know who that is, so that's something. Thought we were amusing. We didn't get to stop them. We didn't get to stop the drones. We didn't get to save Avatar Echo. And here we are.
Well,
and we
then.
had some hot dogs.
Well, then.
Standing on his cart, holding Meat Crowd bun like a microphone. I saw a man. Cloaks made of laser glass. Disappeared right into that dragon thing's mouth. Oh, you know who funds drone shows like that. Not the Spirit Chamber. No, this was high-end, militarized tech. Somebody sold her out, man.
You say this was the hot dog vendor saying
It's
this?
the hot dog vendor saying this, yes.
I want to say really low to him, didn't you just say that you were fine with the government people being kidnapped, a few hours ago?
Shh. Trying to sell hot dogs here, man.
Did you see what direction they went in?
He looks around, spins around. He points in one direction and he points to the other. He points left, he points right. He goes, I don't know. But I might be able to remember. Stops and he thinks.
I'll take 3 dogs.
Oh, wow. Okay, excellent.
I will take 3 as well.
Oh, my memory's coming right back to me. He picks it. Oh, he goes, I saw something happen over at the DJ's crew. You need to go check that out. Something really weird happened there before this all went down.
Is there anything else? Is that all you saw?
Oh, no, that'll be 6 coins for the dogs. But yes, everything else we saw, that's all I saw right there.
Was that extra meat crowd on those?
Extra meat crowd, of course.
All right, I'll toss in that coin.
Right.
Yeah, pay up, Saya.
Don't worry, it's here. Hand him the coins.
All right.
I guess we go check out the DJ booth.
As you approach so you're approaching the DJ booth. The crowd has kind of scattered, but a lot of other bands are still playing. Not everyone has. The festival is so large that not everyone has noticed what has happened yet. So there's still bands playing all over the place. The sound of music and groove is overtaking the screams that were there before. As the crowd is dispersed, and many of them, while still shaking, have just fallen back in line with the music. They seem almost hypnotized by it, as if nothing happened. As you approach the DJ's booth to Echo's floating amphitheater stage, you find them huddled nervously by their soundboard, which is smoking. Oh man, the wave hit on our board wasn't audio, man. It was data. It overrode everything, like someone hijacked it from the Harmony Grid or something, man. I don't even know what that even means.
I'm gonna assess the situation.
You're going to attempt to assess the situation? Give me your dice, please. 2 dice. You got a 6.
No, I do not.
No, you do not. All right. So, nothing particular happens to you on failing to assess the situation. You just notice anything. And does anyone else attempt to do anything or wish to roleplay with this adult DJ?
Can I also try to assess the situation?
You may attempt to assess the situation as well.
Nope.
Are you serious? Wow.
Can I just
Okay.
ask them?
Yeah, why don't you just ask some questions, yeah?
I forgot to get into the dice room on the wife's computer though, so just a second and I'll attempt.
Yep, no problem.
We're just using the Rage Over
Rage over Lake Blackwater, yep.
All right, I'm in. Oh, it's only the wife's dice. Good golly. I just need some D6s. There you go. I'll use her Sailor Moon dice. Okay. And I'm +2 on that. +1, +2. There we are. Okay. Looks like that's a super success.
That's a super success right there. All right, so you may ask on a 10 plus, ask 2 questions, take a +1 ongoing when acting on their answers. Ask your questions.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Okay.
And what is the biggest threat? Maybe there's still a threat here after what's happened. So I'd say those 2.
I'd say the biggest threat is the tunnel snakes who seem to be breaking into a tunnel near the edge of the amphitheater, where the floating amphitheater is. That seems to lead the tunnel that just seems to lead down It's gated, and they seem to be breaking into it with bolt cutters. And what you should be on the lookout for is the Jade Chris band that is slinking off toward the tents. Ayami, you were going to roleplay with the.
Yeah, I wanted to ask them, first of all, are you guys okay? The guys at the DJ booth. And second of all, what happened?
They pat themselves down. I think we're okay. But something just before the drones came, something hit. Someone hacked our tech, man. Some code came through and just everything got gigged and just started showing just beeps and boops and bippity bops. And then all these drones came out of nowhere, and it felt like it was being controlled from our box here. But we know that's not true, man.
Does it seem like you have control of it now?
Well, yeah, but it plays it. It makes the noises it's supposed to make, but it's definitely not a bippity boppity boops.
Gonna get some music out of that, huh? I mean, I don't know how to fix it, but if it's working now, we'll try to find out what happened, but I don't think we can fix it. I mean, as long as it's working for you. I'm glad y'all are okay, though. Did you notice anything else? Anything that, when all the chaos happened, is there anything that you think someone should look out or look? Well, I guess that sounds like this us. I just wanted to know kind of what they saw after the drones happened. You saw drones, and then what?
We
and
saw
just gone.
No, they circled around the avatar, and then boom, she was gone. We were up pretty close, man. See, she wasn't that far. We could probably have reached out and touched her at one point, and they just came down and just flew around her. We have no idea where she went.
Is there a secret panel on the floor, or do you think they lifted her up?
Stressing because I hadn't even thought about that, man.
Is there anyone on the floor now? Or are they still is another band there now?
No, there's no one on the band. There's security's sort of the speaker of the ring is actually arriving with security about this point. And you hear her, seal the outer ring. We have a Code Jade event. Avatar compromised. Seal the outer ring. We have a Code Jade event.
Oh, it sounds like they got that under control, even though they could have done something earlier. Can I go look to about where Avatar was standing and see if I notice anything in the floor? That might be assess the situation. Let's see. Yeah, can I assess the situation?
You may attempt to assess the situation.
Okay, so that would be creativity, which is 1. Dang. No. That's a 4.
No, you just look at the solid earth underneath your feet, and you can't imagine any way she could have escaped or gotten out of here or been kidnapped.
Solid earth. Okay. Would you guys want to go talk to Echo, or do you guys want to go check out the Jade Chris band?
I think we should check out the Jade Chris band.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Terribly suspicious.
Yeah, let's go.
You're making your way back toward the band area, the backstage area with your VIP passes again.
If that's where the band is, yep.
As you muscle your way past the crowds of people grooving away from it because you're not part of the official security detail, you make your way back to the backstage area and you find the tent where the J. Chris band is changing their outfits. They're out of their jade and red, their green and red outfits into some more conservative looking tan outfits. And you notice that the lead singer is just putting a tan jacket out over a tan shirt.
I think I guess I'm most interested in where their band manager might be at this time, because he was the one that was really sus, I think.
You don't see the band manager with them. But you can attempt to assess the situation if you want. Push your luck, trick, or intimidate. Or talk to them. I recommend that as well.
I can go back up to the first guy, the one that had like signed my stuff.
Yep. Hey, what's going on? You're back. You want some more?
Hi.
Need some more stuff signed?
Maybe in a minute, but you told us that we could meet your manager, and we couldn't really find him. We were wondering if you knew where he ran off to.
No, we saw him just before our set, and then there was a whole kerfuffle. You know, like 2 stages over. We don't know really what happened, but we haven't seen our manager since the beginning of our set.
Why are you changing the colors of your outfits?
Done with the show, man. We just played our set. We're heading out. We gotta be in the Fire Nation by next week.
Oh, and you have a gig in the Fire Nation?
We got a gig in the Fire Nation.
Why are you tan now though? Like why?
Because we're not wearing those costumes anymore.
Is your band manager planning on meeting you guys at your next gig?
We thought he'd be meeting us here, man. We're not gonna leave without him. We're gonna wait, but we have to go soon. We may have to leave without him. To come to think of it, because we got to get going soon if we're gonna catch our flight.
Do you know where he might be?
Last time we saw him, he was over by the stage we were at. You know, that's stage B7.
I feel like that's gonna be a wild goose chase. Can I trick them? I wanna trick them and make them feel like I wanna tell them that I have something really, really important for their manager that's gonna be a major breaking point for their band, and I really need to find him. Can I do that?
We attempt to, yes.
Okay, so creativity.
But what is your trick?
Lying to them.
All right. Well, if you succeed, I want something creative coming out.
Okay. Trick. Creativity. Let's see.
We're
Because I
a
might
hot
not
new
even.
band.
Yeah. Okay, I got an 11.
Nice! You got an
There you go, there you
11.
go.
Fantastic. So on a trick, you may pick 2.
I want to tell them that we just found out about like some amazing new location, both one in the Fire Nation and then I have one in the Water Tribe, and we really need to tell their band manager because it's a really, really great deal. And if he doesn't jump on it now, it's gonna go to the next person. And I'm a big fan of them. I want them to get the gig.
No way, man, no way. Oh, where's the last place we saw him? He looks to the drummer. He goes, where'd you see him? He goes, oh, he was at the stage. He was at B7. No. And then the flutist pops in. No, he was going down a tunnel. There was a tunnel, and he was with some of those ruffians in their leather jackets, and the one with the baby shape. Yeah, I don't know. He had a baby shape for a head.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
What's the other trick you want to pull on? Because you get to pick 2. Because they overcommit. They're deceived for some time, and
they act foolishly and give me an opportunity of some kind.
I think they've done both.
Yeah, that's fine. I got what I wanted. Thank you. All right. Well, we'll have to go find him immediately so we can make sure y'all get this gig. Thank you. And safe travels.
Excellent. Fantastic. We're getting a new gig. Unpack. We'll wait here. Well, I wonder where it's going to be. I hope it's good. I can't wait to see. I'm excited. All right. Fantastic. They all get ready. They're unpacking. They're not putting their old costumes back on, but they're unpacking their stuff. They're getting comfortable again. They don't even seem to notice that the avatar is missing. As one thing you've noticed that no one really seems to be paying attention to that whatsoever. The music has not stopped. Just in the one area where Lilu, when you come out, she is still directing traffic and setting up cordons and security and police on the scene. But otherwise, the festival has not stopped.
Does everybody know that the avatar has been taken, or is it just parts that know?
So far, if you weren't at that stage, you don't seem to know. I just heard thunder, so we might lose power at some point. So
Do
where
we
are you
wanna go
heading?
There was a tunnel they mentioned. Where was the tunnel?
Yeah, we saw some of the snakes going through it. It was on the side of like one of the stages, I think.
That's where the manager went.
On the edge of the amphitheater is what I wrote down from what was said.
Maybe we should check that out.
They were like breaking into it. Like there was you said that they like had a lock that they were trying to break into.
Yep, they were using a lock cutter.
So then the door would at least be pretty easy to spot, I would think.
Yeah, you know
Even
where
if
it
we can't
is. You've already seen it. You know how to get back to where place you've already seen.
Okay, let's go there.
Is it the same tunnel the manager went down, though? Because what are they cutting if he went down it?
They said he saw him going with tunnel snakes.
Oh, going with the tunnel snakes?
Yes,
Okay.
he said he
All
saw
right.
them going with the tunnel snakes.
All right, I got you.
All
Let's
right.
go then.
The Trail of Chaos leads your group away from the pulsing main festival stages down a shadowed service corridor lined with disused cables and fading street art. Music from the nearby stone pulse stage, earth groove metal with tectonic bass, shakes the very dust in the air, but here the vibe curdles. A tunnel of flickering festival lanterns ends in a cordoned off performance dome. Hidden behind scaffolding and long abandoned merch stalls, once meant to host earth-bending acrobats, the dome of deep resonance was declared structurally unstable after a tremor last year. Now it radiates unease. Inside the dome, ambient detailed, the curved interior walls are scorched and cracked. Spiraling sigils mar the earth dome and etch deeply and angrily. They hum with anti-spiritual frequency. Kaisu and others, you can feel it. It's a slow, nauseating pressure in your bones. It's this anti-spiritual energy. At the heart of the dome, a battered but still functional festival projector plays looping Jade Chrysanthemum propaganda. The avatar has fallen out of balance. The groovy age is a lie. Tradition will cleanse the world. Stylized red and jade visuals depict the avatar as a spiraling, falling figure out of sync with the four elements. From hidden speakers in the dome, an ultrasonic rhythm pulses. It causes any spirits you see to waver, destabilize, or flee. Any spirit with spiritual connection, like you, Kashi, suffer a -1 fatigue, unless you marked a condition troubled or angry. Do you take the fatigue, or do you take troubled or angry?
I'll take the fatigue.
I'll take the fatigue. Okay. Excellent. All right. You also notice some other things after the proper assess the situation. Who would like to begin?
I'll go first, see what I get.
Okay.
Like, there you go.
Very good. You asked 2 questions.
What should I be on the lookout for? And what is the biggest threat?
You should be on the lookout for the tunnel snake sitting in the corner, well, the relative corner of this dome. nervous, paint spattered, wearing a faded Earth Kingdom Road crew vest with the stylized snake logo over their leather jacket. She's younger, not what you'd expect from normal tunnel snake stock, not baby faced, but younger. A young woman. She has a pair of cutters in her hand. And what was the second question you asked? What you should be looking to look at? What is the greatest danger?
What's the biggest threat?
Biggest threat is probably the very large crate in the center of this room. It's massive. And interestingly enough, it has a stamp on it that Kaisu recognizes. It's his family's company.
Yeah, more stolen tech.
And you said there was the girl like in the quote unquote corner.
Yep, she has the cutters in her hand and she spots you and she just puts her hands up and proceed.
I don't mean to harm you. I don't. Can you just put the cutters down and we can talk about this for a second? Like what you're doing here? How we can help you?
She looks at you. She puts the cutters down. She doesn't let them go, but she brings them down. They're large. Would take two hands to use them. And as she moves away, you notice that she's been cutting into wires, power wires. She's holding and she has a badge around her neck. And she's wearing an official Earth Kingdom Road crew vest.
Can I try to trick her?
How would you like to trick her?
I would like to approach her. Hey, we're the security force here working, investigating the kidnapping of the Avatar recently. Followed suspicious leads into this tunnel, and we find you here with cutters trying to cut wires. How do you explain yourself? And let me toss that roll.
Almost as bad as you can do. She looks at you. She goes, "I'm not telling you nothing."
How does the re-rolling work?
There is no re-rolling.
Oh, I thought we had a...
Not that I'm
Oh,
aware.
that's right. Help is the one in this system, and I'm pretty far off for help.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay. Pretty far off for help. She said, "I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not telling you anyone who came through this way with the Avatar after she was taken."
Well, you obviously saw
thank you.
it.
But I want you to take angry as a condition, Kaisu, as a result of failing that trick. You get angry at her defiance. Also seeing how you find your stolen, at least something that indicates stolen tech here.
I'm not certain how this works exactly, but can I call her out?
Yes.
Oh wait, I'd have to know her principal.
You have to know her
wouldn't I?
principal first, yes, and you can get that by. There's a way to get that. I'm just trying to figure out.
I think that was like one of my mate's character sheet moves or something. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And especially she kind of gave away some of her goals with saying that the Avatar came through. So I'll do you have a plan?
You have a plan. Use. Okay.
So on a 7 through 9, I can learn 2 of the following, one of which is her principal.
Okay.
All right, Dice. Work with me on this one. Does this use one of my stats? Roll creativity. Okay, I have +2 on that too.
Nice.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Nice. Yeah. Nice. So we get 2 of the following. immediate goal and balance principle.
Her immediate goal is to escape this without getting beat up. And her principle is anarchy.
You can't call somebody out to act on their principle of anarchy.
So I think you can do your thing now, Keywork. You know her principle.
But I can't call her out. Call her out to live up to her principle of anarchy.
Could I do that again to potentially learn her other principle?
NPCs only have one principle.
Oh, well, shit.
Can I try to? Can I try to guide and comfort her? I feel like she's stressed right now.
Okay, go. How are you going to guide and comfort her? Because she seems stressed right now.
Yeah, I would tell her, I know you're stressed. A lot of the people that are against the Avatar, against the Groovy movement, and there are definitely some discrepancies with this. Not addressing things that are going on with the spirits right now, and we will completely at least hear you out, even if we don't agree. But we really don't want to have like a scuffle with you or anything like that. We just want to work things out. We want to make sure everybody's okay, and that doesn't exclude you. We want we don't want to fight you. Can I comfort her that way?
For it. That was good.
Okay, so that was Harmony.
Yep.
Which I have 2. Okay, wish me luck, guys.
For my angry, I'm gonna lash. I gotta lash out at someone. I'm gonna lash out at Iyami here. Hey, quit taking it so easy in this, guys. They're obviously up to something. You see my logo back there? They're stealing my family's tech. We gotta crunch down right now.
Damn.
Hey, I understand. Well, actually, okay, so first of all, I completed that guide and comfort, but can I try to guide and comfort my companion too?
You may attempt to guide and comfort your companion. It's very appropriate for this game. Go ahead.
So does that clear my condition by lashing out? That's kind of how I interpreted this here.
It does.
Clearing
You
conditions.
did lash out at. Yes, it does. Yep.
Okay.
But now she's also going to guide and comfort you.
You're so sweet.
So this should be interesting because I feel like it works different on their on PCs versus NPCs. Well, okay. I want to tell him, hey man, I know this is a stressful time. I'm stressed too. We just saw someone that looks like me, so I got some family stuff in this somehow too. We got to figure this out, and I'm trying to keep a level head. And we're gonna get through this, but we got to figure it out. Okay, so that would be Harmony.
Harmony.
1, 2.
Nice. Now, you may deny the call out. You may shut them down, and you may, if you want. You don't have to shut them down, or they embrace at a 10+. They embrace your guidance and comfort. You may also shift their balance. Brooke, you got over it.
I am going to embrace their guidance and comfort, so I get to clear condition or to fatigue.
No, not even that. You get just straight up shift your balance.
Okay, I thought you got the other stuff in addition as well.
Yes, you get everything.
You may also shift their balance. Yeah,
you get everything.
Get everything.
You get everything. Beautiful.
My balance is fixed, which is nice. Losing track of my character sheet here. Okay, here's my balance. Balance is fixed. And I'll take the 2 because we didn't get a chance to heal fatigue this time, did we?
No, we did not.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take that 2 heal because I was at 3.
Okay, nice.
And clear condition. Thank you. In fact, are you balanced currently, Ayami?
I am not.
I am going to guide and comfort Ayami back. Ayami, you're right. Thank you so much. We're going to get through this. You've always been a great teammate. And then...
like 3 days we've known each other.
We've known each other for like our whole lifetime of this 3 days. Okay, I think she just gets not the balance shift, but she can have the 2 fatigue and clear a condition.
Yes. She
I'd
doesn't
like
have
to
any.
clear the fatigue.
Yes, clear the fatigue.
Yay.
Nice. All right.
Go team.
Now, what did you choose to do to the tunnel stake, who is still standing there with the wire cutters in her hand, but her hands are down? She's no longer hands up.
So I had succeeded on that guiding comfort too, but that was a 9.
Yes. So
they get to choose if they embrace it or not.
actually, so they turn around and they make you feel insecure by taking a foolhardy action. They make you feel insecure by saying, no. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what I was involved in. You don't know what I did. But you can clear that condition with his role that he did for you. No, you can't. Yes, you can clear that condition too. So don't worry about being insecure, because the order of operations, you would have cleared that first.
Okay.
But you got insecure for like just a few moments until he guided and comforted you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But she is still very defiant because she called you down.
Dang.
What are you going to do about that?
Can we? Is the way blocked currently, or could we potentially move away, just kind of walk past them and keep going? She's not trying to stop us, right?
She's not trying to stop you at all. As a matter of fact, she'll let you pass if you want.
She sort of gave up all the info we need to know. They came through here with the avatar. This is just a.
All you know is that she's cut some wires. So you're going to move past her to the rest of the room. There is a door that leads out on the other side.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to leave her with the cutters. I was thinking about relying on my skills and training, but I really don't want to mess it up and piss her off more.
Maybe can you metal bend keywork?
No.
Ah, dang. Maybe a little bit of fire and melt the shears.
I'd say I could always make it a little hot for her, and she'll drop it.
But if you fail, do you like burn her?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Avatar kid show.
So, I mean, yeah. Could I rely on my skills and trading to see if I can't get her to like drop the cutters before we leave?
That's applicable, but on a hit miss, something bad will happen.
I know, that's the part I'm still waffling on because it's fire.
It'll probably be funny though.
Yeah, because it has to be Avatar style.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try it.
Good luck.
Right, roll for it.
And woohoo! I got an 8.
Plus, did you have anything to add to it with your? Because you're rolling with focus.
No, I don't have anything for focus. I just
Okay, so that is on a 7 to 9 you hit. You do it imperfectly. I'll tell you how you approach it. It might lead to unexpected consequences. You can accept those consequences or mark 1 fatigue. As you light as the fire arcs from your hand and begins warming up the cutters, the rubber on it begins to melt onto her hands. It begins to burn it, and she drops it on the ground, and the whole thing just catches fire because it's just made of like petroleum. And just flames up and takes her eyebrows with it.
Oh no, that's the worst crime right there.
Do you want to accept the consequences, or do you want to take a fatigue and save her eyebrows?
You get 5 fatigue.
I'll take another fatigue.
Okay.
Sure, I'll take another fatigue. Her eyebrows deserve to be saved.
All right. Okay. At that, she runs out the door you came in.
I walk over and retrieve the cutters.
Cutters are pretty gnarly at this point. Pretty all.
Okay.
Yep.
I drop them back on the ground.
They exploded. Can I like go over and just look at the wires? What were the? Is it easy to tell what the wires were to?
Assess the
Or anything?
situation.
Okay. So that would be creativity.
Or rely on your skills and training if you have mechanical focus and you build things. That would work too. Or you could push your luck. Actually, assess the situation would not work in this situation. It would be either rely on your skills and training or push your luck.
I don't have the training. I didn't think it would be assess the situation because like
Those are very
Yeah.
specific questions. Yeah. So push your
Mhm.
luck unless Kaisu could probably figure it out.
Fair enough. I'll give it a whirl then. Skills and training. Let me take a peek at that. Unfortunately, I don't have a boost to that. Guess I didn't need it.
Oh, you didn't need it. All right, so you do it you do it perfectly. You discover that these wires are actually power wires that connect from a power source from this side of the wall, the dome, to the other side of the dome, which is the door out of here that is connected. That the power connects to those doors.
Okay, so she was trying to disable the doors so no one could follow.
Yes.
Gotcha. I suggest that we try to catch back up then. This door is still functional.
Yeah, let's go through not the door we came in, right? Like the other one.
The door you came in is still open for now. The
Yeah.
other door you wanted to go in is closed. The other door you wanted to exit through would be closed. It has no power.
That means we'd have to fix the power if we can.
Did my 12 of knowing what was wrong with it allow me to just assess what I needed to fix quickly?
Yeah, you would need to figure. She cut out an inch of the cable. Of the
Okay,
six.
so I just need to.
You would need 6 individual cables of an inch each because it's a bundle of 6.
Okay. Is there a light nearby that I could pull off the wall and get a little bit of cable to use from? I guess I need to assess the situation. Is what I'm saying to myself.
Yep, because what here can I use to do blank? Yep, assess the situation.
Okay. What here can I use to fix these 4 cables that are missing about an inch? And what I got a 10, so I get to ask 2.
6. 6.
Or 6. Was 6 cables? Is that what you're saying? What here can I use to fix the cables, and what should I be on the lookout for?
You can use the identical cables from the other side of the room. If you clip them the same length, you could probably patch them in.
Guys, what I think I'm going to do is use these identical cables from the other side of the room and patch them in.
And the thing to look out for is the box in the middle of the room.
Guys, probably look out for that box there in the middle of the room.
Described exactly how big this box is, but it's 10 feet high by 6 feet. By 6 feet.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but it's a pretty big box, about 10 by 6 by 6, I'd say.
And we're just now noticing this.
Are there any markings on the box?
Yes, there are markings on the box. I've described these markings already, but they are recognizable to those in the know as Kaisu core, or the appropriate whatever Kaisu core is appropriately named by.
That's right.
By the player Kaisu.
That would be the Sky Roads. Where's my character sheet? The Sky Roads Council. Well, I guess that's actually that's the steward.
That's the steward.
I don't know if it has a company name. What did you call it? Because I guess that's its name now.
Kaisu core.
Kaisu core. Yeah, this.
Kaisu core.
I don't even know. That's my corporation right there. Logo on this here box. We got to check out what's going on in here. This is very frustrating.
I feel like if you take cables from the identical end of the room, that they power something else identical to what we're trying to fix, and I feel like you're gonna lock our way out.
Ayami, do you rely on your skills and training to come up with that?
I don't know what I would rely on. I mean, if he tells us these wires go to this door, I figure the identical wires go to another door.
No, I don't know how the mechanics of the game works, but my perfect role had the GM tell me that, so the
Yes.
GM would be misleading us in that case, not me.
You do realize if you took the wires out of the one door, they would stop working, but you could transfer them back when you wanted to get out the other way. You wouldn't be trapping yourself.
As long as you succeed on the roll.
Oh, you don't need to see that on a roll. He's already relied on the skills and training to do it. He can go splice the cables all he wants now.
Okay. Just checking.
So while I'm sitting here splicing these cables, anyone mind popping open that crate in question?
As you were mentioning that, as you were cutting the cables, and the door closes, in the moment you cut the cables, the door closes, trapping you in the room briefly as you expected it to. You hear beep, bippity beep, beep.
Oh no!
Bippity beep.
It's a bippity boppity booze.
Well, the good news is, if it's stolen tech, and I can assure you my company doesn't make bombs. I, however, don't know what we make that does a bippity and then the boop. The boop parts, we don't do that.
Is there any way we could check this out? Is there any way the box come off?
Absolutely.
I'm going to pry it open.
Prying it open? As you pry it open, the wood just falls, all four fall at once. And inside is a large engine that is revving up. It's a turbine. And it's revving up.
Kaisu, can you turn this off?
What is this besides the obvious?
I don't like it.
It makes weird noises.
It appears to be a turbine of our technology, but why they would spin it up in an empty room is beyond me. I can, however, disable it, of course.
Yes, please.
Let's see, some more skills and training, which I don't have a boost to. It looks like we're good.
Nice.
In order to turn it off in this condition, you're going to need to vent all its fuel, all its heat that's already built up. You can do that, and you can do it quickly. What you're going to need to do, but it's going to cost you a fatigue to do it, and you're going to lose, and your clothes are going to get burnt. You can mark a fatigue not to have that happen to you.
Can I smoke?
Can I use
use
my airbending to create like an insulating bubble around it to help with the heat while I do this?
Absolutely.
Could we also
So that
just
can be-
use help? Does someone want to take a fatigue and use help?
Oh, he
Give him a
doesn't-
+1.
Oh, he doesn't need the +1. He succeeds. He just doesn't get. He doesn't have enough to do it perfectly.
Yeah. Although, wait, I did roll a 9, so if someone gave me help, I actually would just do it perfectly.
That's right. Someone help
Who
him.
wants to help?
I can help. I can kind of like cool it off by making like some ice, like out of the water from my pouch, and just like maybe not getting the equipment wet, but like cooling it off by having it nearby.
You just take a fatigue, and it helps him to get
Yep.
one more point to do it perfectly.
Yep.
All right. So you adjusted your training, and you had disabled the sonic trap without hurting any of the spirits in the room. As the spirits begin crawling out of holes in the dome, you've disabled as they start descending upon you, they look at you like, "Oh, thank you, That thing's been going crazy. We haven't been able to stop it. Thank you."
Of course.
You didn't even know it was a problem, did you?
Can't say I did.
Well, I'm glad you stopped it. Now you got to be careful. They took the avatar down here. This is where they took
We were
her.
worried about that. Did you see anything else?
Yeah, we saw where they took her.
Which way did they take her? Which place?
No, they took her out that way over there, but they were mentioning something about a place called the Crystal Hollow.
there anything else that they mentioned?
Well, I don't know if you know about the Crystal Hollow, but back in '59, they were doing some kind of subterranean subway thing they were trying to do under Ba Sing Se, but it didn't really work out too well. The tectonics weren't great. Some of my fellow spirits got a little uppity about it, and the whole thing went kibosh. But there's a lot of room down there for a lot of weird stuff, and I think that's where they took the Avatar. And if they took her where I thought they think they took her, she won't be able to do nothing about it.
How many of them had her? Like, how many of them were with her? Ish.
Oh, there was at least 4 fleshies and two right side people like me.
Spirits were working with people?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't sound so surprised. It does happen from time to time.
It does. We've just heard a lot of people that have had a hard time with spirits. It seems like there was more tensions, and so that's why I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, it's not only us having problems with them having problems with spirits. We've had some problems with them too. You know, they're blaming us for turning the whole family into a bunch of cactuses. That can't even be true. What, next these cactuses are going to join the Marines?
I do not see how you guys can transform somebody. I will agree with you there. So then is the exit now unlocked, or do we need to go back to that?
Well, he hasn't done the rest of the part. He does, and he does unlock. He unlocks one door, so the door that you want to go through is now unlocked. The door toward the Crystal Hollow.
I don't have time to like take the whole engine or whatever, but can I like rip like the motherboard off of whatever's like the main most important critical component of that off of it so that it's disabled?
Yes, you may
Your
attempt.
turbine.
Yes, give me your rely on your skills and training. Yep, you do it without complications. Describe what happens.
I'm just gonna go back to where I had to mess with the wires to disable the engine to begin with, and I'll pull out a couple key chips that are only we manufacture that would be required for this to be operational and pull them out.
Fantastic.
Taking the wires out of that, can you then make both doors work at the same time?
Yeah, I could salvage the wires to fix the other door as well. It might let people pursue us to which we don't want pursuing us right now, though.
That's fair.
Coffee, you were trying to say something, I think?
Oh.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Right. Trail dips beneath the edge of the festival, where abandoned infrastructure from the 50s era transit network gives way to the Crystal Hollow tunnels, a once proposed subway expansion halted after the spiritual incident decades ago. Now reclaimed by the spirit world, the tunnels grow with an eerie, unreal beauty. The tunnels are half submerged in ankle-deep waters lined with bioluminescent reeds, which pulse softly in rhythm with the emotional tone of the area, currently tense and reactive. Spirit fog coils low around the ground, creating echoing, audio illusions and visual ghostings of the past. Phosphorescent moss lights the old signage, Crystal Hollow Platform 4A. As you descend, you notice there are spirits crawling out of the woodwork at this point. As you reach the platform intersection, an entire spirit riftway pulses from a cracked section of the wall. From it emerges a half-formed weeping spirit, a being of fractured crystal and light, singing disjointed lullabies that pierce the fog. It resembles a fractured child, maybe 10, with empty eyes and limbs of croaked amethysts. It sings and its aura reacts wildly to your emotions. Its pain mirrors Echo's emotional state, and you might recognize the melody it sings. Ayami, you may have once hummed it unconsciously. Or was that it was heard in a previous dream? The spirit just stops and looks at you and just begins wailing and wailing. Well, it doesn't seem to harm you. It doesn't seem to want to harm you. It's just, it seems to be its communication, this weeping, singing.
Can I try to guide and comfort?
You may try to guide and comfort.
I want to tell the spirit, hey, we know things are difficult right now, but we're here to try to help. We're going to try to find the avatar and help everything get back to how it should be. I understand you're stressed, but we're here to try to help and figure things out. And this is with harmony. Ooh.
As she does that, her hands glow blue, and you begin a healing wash begins coming out of your hands over the spirit, and it begins to brighten a little bit. As you guide and comfort it, you also inadvertently spirit bend and heal the spirit with your kind
Yay.
words. And so they embrace your guidance. They clear any conditions that they have, which was afraid. And they are very prone to helping you now. Thank you. Thank you. How? Why did you help us? Why did you risk everything to help us? Don't let them see you. They'll take you away.
Are you talking about tunnel snakes, or are you talking about Jade Chrysanthemums?
Talking about the Spirit Council soldiers. The anti-spirit benders.
Be fair, I did that on accident. I was just trying to help. But I don't care, and I'll do it again. Who are these anti-spirit bending counselors?
Then they have the secret police that are taking away the spirit benders, the ones that are helping us, that help others heal us now that we need it more than ever in this Groovy era. It seems to sap us. And the spirit benders were helping us, but now it's illegal to spirit bend like that. Without the proper registration, without the proper license, you can't spirit bend. But no one can seem to get the licenses.
After we're done down here in the tunnels, I'm still gonna go apply for that license, if I haven't already. Because I'm pretty sure they take forever. From what I heard, they take forever to give them. Are you saying they're not giving them out though? Like even if people apply?
I've not seen a spirit bender in many, 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 many ages.
Why would they be against it if you guys even enjoy it? Like think it's helpful? They what we had heard was that the current registration didn't want us to control spirits, but if it's just helping you and you're happy with it, why are they against it? Do you know?
We don't know. We don't know why they're possibly against it. All it does is harm us. Maybe they think it helps us. I don't know. I can't understand.
I'll definitely ask questions to the people in government when we get back to the surface. But for now, have you seen an avatar taken through here?
It points off in the direction down the tunnel toward another tunnel. That's what part of the subway tunnel system that was partially built. Well, I can speak to that. I promise, folks. As the rift,
I'm glad.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. But I guess it's going to be kind of important.
I was just going to say, I'm
first.
glad that the spirit's doing better, and thank you for their time in helping us.
Excellent. The spirit moves away from the rift that it had crawled through, and as the rift calms, or does it destabilize, a section of the platform floor collapses, revealing a construct, a robot, arms grasping towards you, crawling its way up the platform, parts of the platform falling as it lurches its way up, massive arms. It's built, made from salvaged Kaisu tech parts, festival drones, speakers, cameras, and scaffolding twisted by Echo's influence. It seems to be a construct built by spirits. Roughly humanoid with a glowing face screen showing flickering festival message and corrupted spirit undertones. You are out of alignment. Submit for recalibration. We're going to take a break right here. All right, 1 second. We'll be on our break. All right, we're back, everyone. I love that music. I really do. It really gets me pumped up to do this. So, as we left, there was a construct climbing up the platform to get you. And it had just spoken some ominous words. You are out of alignment. Submit for recalibration. All right, so we have some time to react before it gets up there. What do you want to do first, ladies and gentlemen?
You said there was water ankle deep. Can I just like douse it in water and like fry its circuits with skills and training?
You may attempt to.
Cool. Okay. Skills and training is focus. My focus is now 1. Got an 8.
You bring your water up and you
water.
douse him completely in water. You engulf this thing completely in water, and it just continues coming up at you.
Oh, yeah. Now I wish I'd frozen it.
Kaisu.
I'm going to do stick to the plan, my opener, basically my special fighting technique.
Okay.
So for my next exchange, my approach is going to be where's my other move here? Direct funnel. So my next approach will be advance or attack for my next turn.
Oh, we're not in are you doing a technique?
Wait, are we in an exchange?
No, we're not in an exchange yet.
Oh,
we haven't started an exchange. No, we're not in an exchange. We're doing stuff. We might not even get to an exchange, depending on what goes down before we get to the exchange.
So we just...
I'm just asking, how are you reacting to this thing? Is there any information you're looking for? Or are you assessing the situation? Anything you want to try to do before we go into an exchange?
It just got doused in water, right?
Yes, it just got doused in water completely.
So I feel like we're probably in a confrontation.
My bad.
But I'm going to ask it how it's doing, I guess. I don't know. I feel like we just started combat with that opener there.
Yeah, okay, we will move into an exchange.
I'm gonna kind of chill. My plan right now is to observe. I guess I don't know if I am allowed to use my stick to the plan if it does turn into a fight, though. That's my worry.
All right.
Okay.
One thing you do though is you do recognize this is a prototype AI guard for Skyros events, something that was never meant to be combat capable. The core of this is your tech that was meant for events like this, but never meant for it to be combat capable.
Is it still functional when doused in water right now?
It is still functional doused in water right now, yes.
Yeah, I'm still gonna just observe, I guess.
You said it's climbing up the landing that's crumbling?
Yes.
I want to use my rely on my skills and training to accelerate that process before it gets up to us.
And you're gonna cause it to crumble more? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so roll it. Roll with focus. Oh, that's really good. As it all begins to crumble, it begins to fall. And I'm marking 1 fatigue on it, but its arm stretches out and extends and grabs another part of the platform and pulls itself up.
Is he just hanging on by one hand right now?
No, he has pulled himself all the way up. What would you like to try to do, Kashi?
Is there a way that I can, like, I don't know, push him off the edge? Or Because I don't know what else she would do other than, oh, bad word. There's something massive standing in front of us right now.
You try relying on your skills and training to blast it with fire and try to push it back off the platform.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right.
Eat it.
Watch, I
This
set
sounded
everything else
awful.
on fire.
Sounds an awful like combat still.
Mm.
All right. As a huge gust of fire comes out. And once it finally stops, you would have thought that you would have singed this thing into ashes. And it's still standing there, just slightly glowing red at this point.
Well, that didn't work.
It extends one arm towards you, and its hand retracts into its forearm, and out pops out the barrel of a weapon. Prepare for recalibration, puts its hand on its forearm, and now we'll go into an exchange.
I was going to say, she needs to GTFO away from that thing.
Now we'll do an exchange. Okay, so the GM chooses an approach for each NPC or group of NPCs and keeps that secret. I've chosen my approach. All right. Each player, starting with Saya, what would your approach to be? Will you defend or maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe? If you want what I'm referencing the combat exchanges from the player materials.
Yeah, no, I'm refamiliarizing myself with them. I think I'm going to observe and evade and observe, and I think I'm gonna commit. I think I'm gonna shift myself.
Oh, don't tell
to
me yet.
center.
Don't tell me what you're doing yet.
Oh, excuse me. That's right. I apologize. Yeah.
Yep.
Evade
So
and observe.
evade and observe. Okay. Gosh, Ellie, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to do the same. Evade and observe.
Evade and observe. Okay. Kaisu.
Yep, still evade and observe.
Evade and observe. Okay. And Ayami.
Advance and attack.
Advance and attack. All right. All right. All combatants who chose defend and maneuver resolve their approach. That is not me. All combatants who chose advance and attack will now choose to attack. And that would be me and Brooke. Okay, Brooke, you go first. You may roll you're doing advanced attack, roll with passion. On a 79, you may use one basic or master technique. On a 10 plus, choose one from the list instead. Mark one fatigue to use learned technique, use one practice technique, or use two different basic or master techniques. Roll with your passion.
Okay, so with passion, I have 0. So I got a 9.
You got a 9, so you may use one basic or master technique. Which technique would you like to use?
I want to use my master technique on my character sheet called Fireblade, although I would be using ice.
Okay.
It says swipe your surroundings with a blade of flame, so for me it'd be like a blade of ice. Mark 1 fatigue to slice through a piece of your surroundings and destabilize your foe's footing, inflicting 2 fatigue and impaired on them.
Whoa, nice. 2 fatigue and impaired. Okay. Its turn. It is just going to use smash and destabilize the environment, possibly inflicting or overcoming fictionally appropriate positive or negative status. It's going to do the same thing, but it's going to break the ground. It's going to fire at the ground at your feet, Ayami. After you do it to it, it's going to do the exact same thing to you. And marks the fatigue, and it gives you impaired.
Okay.
All right, for our evade and observe people. Saya, you're first. What is your technique? So roll for it. Roll with harmony or creativity. PC's choice.
Harmony puts that at a 10.
A 10, you may choose one from the list instead. Mark 1 fatigue to use a learned technique. Use 1 practice technique or 2 different basic techniques or a mastered technique.
It's not near me, right?
It's not right next to you, no.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use commit, recenter myself amidst the fray, shift my balance, and then next time I live up to that principle, do not mark fatigue.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So, Ellie, what are you going to do?
What is the thing doing right now? It just
Fired a
did the
blast from its weapon and shattered the ground in front of Ayami.
So there's one that says bolster or hinder, aid or impede a neighbor character inflicting an appropriate status. Is there any way that I could help Ayami since that thing, just did that to her?
You can hinder him by giving him and inflicting an appropriate status if you want. Maybe you use your fire to. He's already impaired. Maybe you can give him another status like trapped or stunned. Catch him off guard.
Yeah, I will try doing that. So let's see what I get. I roll with creativity or harmony.
Which one do you want to roll with?
I am going to roll with, I believe it's harmony. Yes, I get +2 for harmony.
Yep. And remember, you have techniques as well from your playbook. All right.
Yeah,
so
and I noticed afterwards that mine is defend and maneuver, so it's like wonderful.
all right. So okay. So you've stunned this creature. You've stunned the construct as well. All right. And I'll mark a fatigue, and I'll mark stunned. All right, Kaisu.
So I'm going to use my stick to the plan
Mhm.
move here. So for the next combat round, I'll be prepared. The approach I'm going to choose is attack and advance for the next round. Primary technique. Would that be primary technique? How would I do? Do I like? Does that be my direct funnel?
Probably yes.
Okay, and then a secondary technique would just be like strike.
Yes.
Okay, direct funnel and strike
All right, Ayami. What do you
are my
what?
intentions.
What is going to be your basic technique? What are you rolling? What are you going for? Defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe?
Are we doing a new round?
We're doing another exchange. Yep.
Okay, evade and observe.
Evade and observe. Okay. Ellie.
You know what? I'm gonna do an advance and attack.
Advance and attack. Okay. And Saya.
I'll also advance and attack.
Advance and attack. Okay. All right. So, for those going with defend and maneuver first, that will be the robot. He will be defending and maneuvering. And let me get to his techniques. His technique. Where'd it go? Begins winding up. You notice that he begins charging, and a indicator on his arm begins counting down backwards. He gains 1 gear and becomes favored. Marks up to 2 fatigues and holds 2 additional gear. He spends 1 gear for 1 instead of fatigue on technology techniques or basic techniques using technology training. Okay, so he's building up and he marks 2 fatigue. All right. That's defend and maneuver. Next is attack and advance. Who wants to go first on the attack and advance? Ayami? Okay, Kashi does. All right, Kashi.
All right, so I have this cool technique called Breath of Fire. Breath fire and a massive gout. Mark 1 fatigue to set alight as much or as little of your surroundings as you choose, and try to set aflame any foes within reach. Those foes must either retreat and disengage with you, becoming impaired, or suffer 2 fatigue and become doomed as they catch fire.
Okay. So you got to roll for your roll for it. Your attack in advance with with your passion.
With my passion.
You got a 9, so you may use one basic or master technique. All right. So that's your master technique, correct? Breath of
That
fire.
is, that's actually my learning one. Can I still use it?
No, you cannot use your learned technique.
Frig! Well,
One basic or master technique.
one basic or master technique. I have fire
Was that a
whip.
9 she rolled?
That's a-
I'll take fatigue to make that a 10 for her.
You'll help.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 10, so you get to use your technique now. So what do you do? You throw doomed on him as well.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's what I want to set on fire is just like everything that's it's like him, and it's all kind of focused all on him, so it's kind of got like this energy behind it that if nothing else, if he sets on fire, he might be stumbled back some to the point where his arm, goes like this.
Okay. All right. So he's definitely doomed. So he's taking one fatigue per second. All right. Keyword Saya, and he does step back, and his arm does begin to tilt. Wildwood, you want to go? No, Wildwood wanted to go next. I do apologize. I heard him break in earlier.
I could go next. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
So I need to. Well, I'll get buffs if I do so. So I'm gonna lay down my direct funnel.
Okay.
And can I mix like non-combat stuff, like potentially relying on my skill and training, knowing that some of my tech's involved, and knowing like a weak point or something to that effect?
Unfortunately, not. You can only actually use techniques in exchange.
Okay, well, I'll create a direct funnel starting in the fire patch that is surrounding Ellie and make like a kind of a fire tunnel of air.
Excellent.
Ripping towards the enemy.
All right. As you whip, because you get to do this automatically because of your actions last turn, you don't even need to make a roll, correct?
I do get a +1, but I might need to make a roll because
make your roll.
I think the only way for me to use the secondary technique is if my roll's strong enough, right?
Yes,
my combat roll.
You need a 10. Yes.
I would need a 10 for that. And
yes.
What is it? What's
attack and defend with passion?
Passion. Let me check my book real quick. Oh, that's my sheet. Kid's being a little crazy. I'm passion. Okay, I have nothing on passion, so just 2 die straight up.
Oh, hot damn! All right. So as you whip around, you create this funnel of air in front of you, and it concentrates the fire, and it whips the fire and concentrates it in one place, and begins boring a hole through the through the plasteel construct that's been built with your stolen tech. And as it begins to fall back even further, the arm lifts up, and a whole beam just rockets out and fires a massive block out of the ceiling, and it lands and crushes the construct.
Is it still alive?
It's not moving.
I'm glad that beam didn't hit us. That sounds bad.
Can I let Saya know that there is a large ceramic heat sink inside of that he could detonate and completely disable the machine?
You can tell him that if you want, absolutely.
I feel like it would be a way that we could end this thing.
So you want me to weaken this?
It may be dead, but detonating that ceramic piece inside where all the wiring and it sensitive pieces are at would certainly put it out of commission. If it's not already.
Okay. I rely on my skills and training, I guess, to just tear it apart.
All right, roll it.
Uh-oh.
With an 8.
Oh,
With an
nice.
8.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Does he need help?
He doesn't need
That
help.
AC mate scared me.
But as he begins to pull it part by part, you will either have to mark 1 fatigue, or you're not able to pull it apart enough, and you accidentally pull the boulder off it, and it begins to before it gets another shot off at you before you can. So you have to mark a fatigue
No,
or it
I'll,
gets a shot
I'll
off.
mark a fatigue. It's
Mark a
fine.
fatigue. Okay. All right. So you pull it apart, and just as you pull the ceramic, it begins to power up to fire one more shot in your direction, but you pull it just in time, and it begins to power down. And there it lays, crumbled, destroyed. Skyrose tech, used in it's an impossible way that was never meant for. How does that make you feel, Kaisu?
I don't even know what to make of this. This is insane tech that they have. I mean, it's not a case of stolen tech and not using it to its full extent. This is a case of stolen tech and like bleeding edge, changing the world stuff. I'm equal parts scared and very intrigued at this point, but also they're obviously using it in a threatening manner. It's very concerning.
Do you continue down the Crystal Hollow in the direction that they told you the Avatar had been taken?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Keep on keeping on.
As you rush through the waist deep, the water becomes waist deep as you wander through. The bioluminescent reeds swirl around your legs as you. I promise I can speak tonight, folks. As you begin to wade through the water, as you wade through the tunnel, you get near the halfway point, and you notice there's a light up ahead, where the tunnel opens up, and ahead of you, you see a van. It hasn't left yet, but it's getting ready to.
Hey, somebody better stop that van.
How far is it?
It's probably about 50 meters away.
Is that too far? If it's line of sight, can I use my stuff?
You can rely on your skills and training to attempt to use your earthbending to try something if you wish.
I want to use the same damn thing I did, well, allegedly, when we were on the highway and turned the surface underneath it to sand.
Okay.
So skills and training.
You're relying on your skills and training, so roll your focus. Roll with focus.
That's a 7.
That's
actually, that's a 9. That's a 9. So
that's a 9. You're doing it perfectly. How much fatigue do you have?
I have 2. I was able to take one away from defending and observing.
Are you willing to take another one as they begin skidding? They begin to move as you begin to turn it to sand. If you take another fatigue, they won't be able to get away. If you don't, they'll get enough traction to get away just in time.
Can someone use help for the +1 to get him to a 10 where he
That's basically either me taking a fatigue or somebody else taking a fatigue.
I'll
for me.
take fatigue to get the help.
How much fatigue are you at, Kashi?
I only have 1 right now.
Okay, so you're at 2. That's fine. All right, so
Groovy.
they get sand pitted. The tires get sand pitted, and they get nowhere. And you all of a sudden you hear the doors open. You hear cursing, and someone looks out. Oh, earthbenders! The back doors kick open, and out steps a woman dressed in jade and red, crimson and green, blades on her wrists, blades on her shins, her hair whipping dark brown with one streak of white. She looks familiar. She has the look of Iyami, older, more weathered. She's seen more, but it is not indistinguishable, but the resemblance is uncanny.
Did you say older Do you mean
Older.
like sister older or mother older?
Mother older.
Or can you? Okay. I mean, there's a bigger age difference.
Yes, there's a much bigger age difference. You hear her, she goes, "Go. Get out of here. I'll hold them off." And she breaks into a stance. And you see one of the earthbenders get out, and he starts trying to stabilize the ground as she starts running towards you. And she begins running, and you notice the water is freezing as she's running on it. She's making platforms as she's running on the waist high water.
Can I unfreeze it?
Or can I unfreeze it?
As you do that, she just skips to another part of the water, and she just keeps coming in your direction.
I say I don't want to set her on fire, and Keywork says, "Do it."
I'm mostly worried that we're teenagers. Yami's fixing to get grounded right now with this from their mother.
She has no custody, so go and do what you want. I kind of want to use some ice and shoot it at the tires if they haven't left yet to try to pop the tire. If I rely on skills and training.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so skills and training, focus. Focus is 1. Okay. No. I got 6.
Come in, Raiders. Thank you for coming in. You got 6. All right, as you swirl and you spin and you toss an ice blade at the tires. The woman charges. You'll take the fatigue to help.
Yeah,
to get
to
it 7. Right? Yes, but she'll have to take a fatigue. Unless she wants the. She can either pop the tires, but they'll start rolling. She'll give them just enough momentum to go, or she'll have to take a fatigue.
The person helping takes the fatigue, right?
Person helping takes the fatigue, but now you'll take a fatigue.
I think we might both have to for this.
You both have to for this one.
If you want to, I'll throw in still. I'm down.
Okay. I'll take a fatigue.
All right. As you throw your ice blade, it whizzes past the woman chasing you, and she attempts to stop it with one of her own, but she barely misses as your ice blade sinks into the tire of the van, popping it with a loud explosion. They're not going anywhere. She continues running towards you. She's almost on top of you. What do you do?
Pocket sand.
It's sand.
Yes.
Yeah, I essentially I pulverize some stones in my hand and I throw them towards her, relying on skills and training.
Actually, I'm gonna have you push your luck on this one. This is more of a push your luck.
Okay.
So I'm roll with passion.
Yeah, no one's trained to pocket sand a person. That's a ballsy move.
No, I did not get it. That's only. Oh wait, no, it's a 7. Okay,
It's a 7. That is a hit. As she dives in, your pocket sand hits her in the eyes, and she's blinded momentarily, and she backs up and she stumbles, and she trips and she falls off her ice, and she falls into the hip deep water, almost going underneath for a moment, and she comes up and her hair is just plastered to her head, and she coughs for a second, and she's like, "Why, you little..." Okay, Wildwood, what are you doing?
Is this a separate? This is a separate person from the van that we just stopped.
This is the person who just ran in from the van that you stopped. This is the shredder.
One that looks like the shredder.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the van? I guess, do I need to assess the situation?
You can assess the situation, yes.
Okay, fair enough. Getting ahead of myself here. Let's do that. And I get my 2 on that. Okay, so Is that just one question for that level of success?
That's a what? An 8? That's just one question, yes.
I have to grab my book from across the room one quick. Okay. That would be. I guess I kind of maybe know the answers to some of these things. What should I be on the lookout for?
What you should be on the lookout for is the avatar is tied up in the van, unconscious. Welcome in, Mr. Average. Mr. Average. The avatar is tied up in the van.
I'm glad I asked. That's good stuff. I'll let the party know. So the avatar is. I can see the avatar in the back of the van.
Is there anybody else in the van? Or is that another assess the situation question?
That would be another assess the situation question.
Well, then that's what I'll be doing.
All right. Roll with your creativity.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, you do not notice the other Jade Chrysanthemum members and Jade Chris Band members in the van.
Just completely oblivious. Everything's fine.
So either we can possibly miss the avatar and interact with someone I really want to interact with, or we can ignore her and go towards the avatar. And I feel like I should go towards the avatar. Yeah, I'm gonna run towards the avatar.
All right. As you run toward the avatar, I'd like you to rely on your skills and training to avoid being frozen in the ice as your lookalike tries to freeze the ice around you, the water around you.
See, the thing is, I would do the same to her, but I feel like she's just gonna be fine with it because she's also waterbending. Okay, focus. So one. Yeah, I got a 10.
Perfect. All right. You managed to dodge out of the ice that she's laying it down, and you make your way toward the van. What do? When you get up onto the van, you notice that it's full of Jade Chrysanthemum members and the avatar, and two people wearing tan suits.
Of course. Okay. I would like to get some water and have like a blade of ice in my hand and like slash it through the rope on the avatar so that she's free for whenever she wakes up.
She's not tied up with ropes.
What is she tied up with?
Metal handcuffs and feet cuffs.
Okay, could I bend water into the locks and freeze it to make it break?
You can push your luck with that.
Okay.
Roll with passion.
That's passion, thank you. I cannot.
All right. And that's a perfect time to use a GM move, I think. As you roll a miss, you feel a water whip hit you around the ankle and pull you back into the water. As two of the Jade Chris guys roll out of the back with a spare tire and a jack and begin jacking up the vehicle and replacing the tire that you popped as you're pulled in underwater. All right, we're going to go into a combat exchange if that's okay with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep, sounds like that's what's cracking.
Excellent. All right, so who's focusing on the shredder? All right. No one's focusing on the shredder, everyone's focusing on the van. Maybe we don't need to go into a combat exchange. All right, keyword, Saya, what are you doing?
I was actually going to make my way over to the van before we went into combat exchange. So I guess I am advancing and attacking?
No. We're not doing the combat exchange because no one said they were focused on the shredder. So
I was going to rely on my training to board across the ice over to the van to help. Ayami, there you go. Yeah, so bad with the name.
Well, actually, you're propulsing yourself off the earth under the water. But yes, you can board because you're slate boarding. You can rely on your skills and training, yes, to do that.
Okay. I was gonna say. I figured it's a surface. It's smooth enough. I could.
Shred some gnar.
Let me see. That's a 7.
That's a 7. You do it, but you do it so well that you almost end up. You take a bath. You can either take a bath as you get there, or mark 1 fatigue.
So I get all wet.
Get all wet.
I guess I'll deal with that.
All right. So I'm gonna have you mark a condition. No, not a condition. Yeah, just not a status, a condition. Which condition? We're gonna have you. No, don't worry about it. Troubled. No, don't worry about it. Don't take a condition. None of them matter. None of them seem to work. All right, none of them apply. All right. So what do you? So you get to the car. What are you doing, Kashi?
Is there any way that I can rely on my skills and training to see if I can't melt that any of the tires that are on the ground, especially the one they're trying to replace, like the spare one?
Yeah, you can rely on your skill and training if you like. That seems appropriate.
Well, let's see what happens. Ooh.
Right, it does. And you have what's your plus? Do you have a +1 to that?
No, it's just a 9.
It's just a 9. You may do that, but the consequence is you don't burn the spare. You burn the one they pulled off by accident. Or you can take a fatigue and burn down the spare. But that'll put you at 3 fatigue.
Oh Lord. Part of me wants to take the fatigue, and yeah, I'm just gonna take the fatigue. I'll just get more tired.
Okay, so you take the fatigue and you burn the tire. There's a cat. Excellent. Kaisu.
I know right now we got a couple people that are approaching to help with the van, so could I rely on my skills and training to maybe pressurize the van so any of the windows that don't like roll down just kind of pop off?
Well, it's open. So it'd be
Oh,
really
they have
hard
doors and stuff open?
Yeah, the doors are open right now. Because they popped out to fix the spare.
Are the back doors of the van open?
Back doors of the van are open, yes.
Can I try to just push a gust of wind and knock people that are closest to the back doors of the van out of the van?
It's going to be difficult to do, so that's going to be a push your luck with passion.
Push my luck with passion. Okay, well, I don't think I have any passion. Let me check my I do not. So let's let her rip here. See what happens. Come on, dice.
You've been pretty nice with this double 6s today, but not this time.
Not this time.
You actually managed to close the doors.
No.
And slightly push the vehicle forward, as they slide the tire onto it. A flaming tire.
And it slips off the jack.
But the tire is flaming.
This tire is flaming, but it is rolling, but it is flaming. With a gust of wind that puts it out.
It didn't melt?
It did not melt completely. Not yet. It's only been on fire for like a second, and the gust of wind just put it out. But the van keeps moving, leaving the 2 Jade Chrysanthemum people who came out to put the tire out kind of stranded. What do you do to stop this vehicle? I'm going to give you guys another round of actions to figure it out.
So I was pulled in the water.
Yes.
With water. I want to break that connection by like bending the water that's on me.
Okay.
And I want to then kind of turn around and use it to try to poke out a different, like, good tire.
All right. That sounds like pushing your luck.
That's fine. I understand. Okay, passion. So I got an 11.
You got an 11, and it happens exactly the way you describe it, Ayami. Let it rip.
Nice. So, yeah, I want to both break the connection that's on my ankle and then kind of turn the water back around and aim it at a good tire so that, I mean, two bad tires, they can't do anything, hopefully. Unless they just have multiple spares in there. So yeah, I want to poke out I want another tire to explode, a one that was already good.
You hit the van with such force that it actually tips over
Yay!
on its side.
I mean, poor Echo, but yay!
And the doors open up and a bunch of Jade Chrysanthemum personnel just sort of fall out of the back. But behind you, you hear oof as pink smoke erupts from around the woman who looked like you. And she's gone.
Dang.
Kaisu, what do you do? Oh, you did your air thing. Keywork. Because Brooke just stopped it, so we don't need to go another round. What do you guys do now that you stopped the van?
All the guys piled out of the back of the van.
Yes. Not all of them, but a significant number of them have.
Okay, well, I step up amongst them and I use my sand trap to sink them all up to their necks.
You're going to rely on your skill and training to do that. Okay.
That one right there, yep. And I super do it.
Most definitely
Nice.
do it. As they synced up to their necks, they solidifies and you cut them off. Unfortunately, the pressure of encasing them in that much earth causes their bodies to liquefy and they die. No, I'm just kidding.
Another successful rescue.
Successful rescue.
This isn't vampire.
By Sayancor. Coterie. All right, no. Everything, they're fine. There's a lot of complaining. There's a lot of moaning that they're stuck in there. But you have successfully managed to rescue the Avatar from the kidnapping attempt.
Yay, drinks all around.
How long does she take to get conscious?
She comes to pretty quickly. And it takes you a while to fish around for the guards that you have captured to find. Actually, it's going to be very hard to find the keys because it's probably underneath the ground.
We can poke them in the head until they fess up. I'm patient.
One of them fesses up to having the keys, and I assume you let him out just enough to get the keys and then case him again?
Exactly.
Actually, what do you do?
What's left? So say the Avatar is fine and we got her all woken up and unbound.
Kind of rubs her hands on her head. And she goes, oh, you were right. I should have been more careful. I'm not sure what I could have done without your help. They would have had me. And she goes, I'm still blocked. I still can't bend. I don't know how long this is going to be, but this is an unstable situation we find ourselves in. I implore you, the four of you, we need to get, and with my help and with Lilu's help, we need to get to the bottom of this and find out who the Jade Chrysanthemum is.
We'll find out who they are.
We need to stop them. We need to stop them.
I mean, have you considered yet looking into the band that has the same name and is dressed the exact same as them?
Yes, I don't have the kind of power you think I have. I'm not a police force, but I will pass that information on to Lilu and her police force. I'm just a singer. I'm just the Avatar. Other than knowing all four elements, I'm no different than any of you.
You're the bridge between our world and the spirit world. Get it together.
You don't know what that means, though. You don't know how difficult that is. You're right. You don't know how difficult this is. No one prepares you for this. No one
I
prepares you for
understand.
this.
You have people to help you, but we gotta get on it.
I've been getting on it, and I can't seem to get it right.
We'll help you. Well, I can't speak for everyone. I'll help you.
I'll definitely help.
It is my mission to help you.
I've heard that so many times from the White Lotus Society, from everybody. What does that really even mean? Your mission is to help me. Help me what? Put on my pajamas?
You cannot bend. We can help you. In
That'll-
ways we
that-
can.
This'll come back soon. I've only been chi blocked. I haven't been. But thank God it wasn't like Amon and Korra. No, I've just been blocked. Everything should be fine. Come back soon. But I just don't know how to bring balance to the world. Yeah, all I know how to do is make music. That's all I want to do. And everyone just keeps trying to pull me in one way or the other. And now I'm being kidnapped for what? There's no reason for this. I'm going into
Did you ask
retirement.
him?
I haven't had time. She grabs one and she kicks him in the head as she's, why? Why did you do this? And he's, you stop me beating me. She just keeps kicking him in the head. Like,
No. Can I guide and comfort her?
You may try to guide and comfort her, yes.
Oh boy. Look, I know this is a big task. And there's a lot going on, and you were kidnapped, and it's probably very overwhelming. We've asked a few of these people why they're doing what they're doing. And it sounds like they're frustrated, and of course kidnapping is not the answer, but we'll figure it out. However, you're supposed to bring peace, and right now you're kicking somebody in the face. And I feel like we might just need to take a breather here.
He deserves it. He kidnapped me.
Yes, but now he's kidnapped. I mean, he's in the ground. He's right there. Anyway, I need to roll. Harmony, okay.
Nice.
Got a 9.
Got a 9. They embrace your guidance and comfort, and they clear 2 fatigue, and you may ask one question honestly, and they must answer honestly.
Are you, or do you know who has commanded against healing of spirit, and why?
Well, it was kind of my idea, but it wasn't to be so as restrictive as it is. I just thought that I was sick of seeing people who didn't know what they were doing hurt spirits while trying to help. So I thought it was a good idea that we make people get licenses to do it. Like we make, when you go to a doctor, they have a license. It's not like you just go to anybody who can bend and say, fix me. So I thought it was a great idea to put the licensing process, but who knew that in Ba Sing Se, there was so much bureaucracy that no one could ever get a license.
Is there any way to, I don't know, rescind that? Or is that something that's now set in stone?
Well, it's not set in stone. Stone is mutable in the Earth Kingdom. But nothing happens quickly.
I feel like there's a lot of tension between spirits and humans, and that might be at least part of the problem.
She kicks
so
the head
maybe it
again.
just needs to be no. So maybe that just needs to be readdressed so that the spirits aren't as irritated, people aren't as frustrated with irritated spirits. Maybe that could help ease some of the tensions. But we still need to figure out, I mean, it seems like this group is still dead set on doing what they want. Whether or not things are fixed, it seems like there's more to be done. But we're happy to help you with that. This poor guy.
Looks down at the man that she's been kicking, and she stops. And she looks up to you, and she goes, thank you. Thank you for all your help. She goes, I'll make sure that my people get you hooked up with all the best swag. All the best Avatar Echo swag. and we will make sure that together we get to the bottom of this. And as for these cretins, even the J. Chris band members, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see that they're all arrested. I hope. But let's go. Let's return to the festival. Maybe there's still time to continue this and continue the groove and get back to grooving like none of this ever happened. What do you say?
Sure, but is there a way we can meet up with you later? I feel like you're going to be hard to kind of get to, especially now after you've been kidnapped. Is there a way we can like have access to you later?
Of course, absolutely. Why don't you walk back with me? I'll finish the show. The show must go on. And then we'll talk afterwards.
Yay, music.
All right. So cue the end of that scene as we return to the Echo Music Festival, where Echo Avatar is continuing her interrupted concert. It's an amazing set of all her favorites. Everything from Tectonic Hearts to Fire Nation Soul Love. All the greatest hits that you can find for only $9.99 coin, and her very special new Avatar special, Echo the Experience Vinyl. Available at any Jin Kin Tao hot dog stand in your town. End scene. All right, guys, we're ending up a little early tonight. We got through things a little quickly tonight, I noticed. I do apologize, but I want to take a few extra moments in that so we can break some things down and see how we kind of enjoyed game. It went a little fast tonight, and I feel like that might just be because the energy was a little weird. I wasn't feeling that well, and I may have rushed things a little bit, so I do apologize. But did everyone have fun?
I did.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Yep, sorry, I'm back. I was distracted for a bit with the kid, but yeah, I had a blast. Absolutely had a blast.
Excellent. So we're gonna get into what you liked, what you didn't like, your favorite role play, and your favorite scene with an NPC. And we're gonna start with keyword this time.
I liked how you folded us into what happened last time, even though we didn't miss it. Kind of bringing us all together for the whole thing, and then the kind of wild goose chase of looking for the Avatar. That was fun too, and like we had like little pit stops along the way. Didn't like I feel you the same way. Like my brain is not in TTRPG like mode tonight. I don't feel like I contributed much at all, but I had fun nonetheless. I like the way you painted your scenes. You're keeping that up, which I love. And then I liked the whole spirit machine construct thing. That was super dope. That was really cool. Really like that.
Right. Ellie.
Yeah, the vibe here was really weird. Energy was just, my brain wasn't on par either tonight, but I did have a lot of fun. I enjoyed seeing the spirits more, and Ayami is just so good with words. She's so good at guiding and comforting like pretty much everybody, and I love that. That's just
Aw.
one of my favorite things is how wonderful she is at getting people like the Avatar to calm down and helping Kaisu calm down, and it's just like guiding and comforting everywhere. So any scene where she gets to do that is probably one of my favorite ones.
Excellent. I love that too. Brooke, tell us about what you liked, didn't like, favorite scene, and favorite role play.
I mean, she still kicked that guy a couple of times after I got it.
She's good for, some ass kicking as well, but she's really good at trying to de-escalate situations.
No, I mean, Echo, she kicked the guy after I comforted her. But no, that was fun.
She had a lot of emotions.
She did. I mean,
strikes are a free action after Sand Trap, so it's so good.
I liked spirit healing. It was a very small thing, but I really liked it. Like, it made me really happy that I could help the spirit. I like in all of the games, I like making all of the friends and, like, getting to know all of the people. And so that's why I find that fun. I like the healing. I hope that there's more into that. Or, like, maybe we can advance that more. But so that was my favorite. We actually got to meet Echo. I'm sad I didn't get to meet my character's probably mother, but at the same time, it was either let somebody be kidnapped or have a family reunion, and I didn't know the lady already. I needed to stop the kidnapping. So she's a little sad about that, but it was really good and really dynamic and gave me a lot of feelings, my character a lot of feelings about it. So it was great. I loved it.
Wildwood, tell us about what you thought.
Yeah, tonight, tonight outside the game made me appreciate having the crew back together. It was doing a couple different games, but the only one I was involved in was just me and Ayami there for a night, and it was it's nice to have everyone back, and I know it's been crazy for everyone, so I appreciate everyone getting back together. It can be tough sometimes, but it was awesome and makes it so much more fun. And a little hectic on my side having the kid here, but honestly, he was like pretty much completely perfect the whole night, so I couldn't really ask for more there. And as far as in scene goes, I really appreciated the final scene there because we're playing Avatar, and we're playing a game that has a lot of non-combat solutions, and we even had the storyteller basically standing there embodying this person ready to fight, and all of us just ran right past him, and he's like, oh, we're not even fighting, I guess. And we're just like, nope, we're doing this non-combat style. And it felt so true to a bunch of teenagers that see this armored shredder person, and they're just like, that has nothing to do with our true goal here, and they just completely ignore it like a comedy scene. And I thought that was gold.
That was great. All right, now I'm going to talk for at length for a little bit. I think what I really love. I didn't feel good, so my energy was off, and I do apologize. I gave about a B tonight, where I usually think I give myself an A. Tonight I give myself a B. I was a little bit off in my energy, and I do apologize. But the show must go on, and I'm glad we did. I'm glad we played because we got a lot done, and it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. 100%. It may not look like it because my energy's a little bit low, but we had a lot of blast. Just for some context, for those who know, I slept 18 hours yesterday with a little bit of a stomach bug. I was yakking. It was kind of rough, and I'd barely eaten anything all day except for what I had for dinner. So I really was not going to cancel this at all. So I'm here. So I did it. Yay! I did it.
Good job.
I'm so happy. My favorite scene tonight, almost everything with Ayami. Almost everything with Ayami was just you just rocked it tonight. Absolute MVP. You did a phenomenal job. Everyone else did good. Even the lower energy people, you guys still did good. And when it's time to roll and do things, you presented great things to the table. Ayami was just able to pick up with the RP chops for for everything else, and she did a fantastic job. Wildwood, you did great too. I like the incorporation of your tech, your background tech into it. I haven't been able to, because it's a shorter chronicle. We've only really got 2 more episodes left of Avatar. That'll be our 6th, and then we'll be moving on. That's right. We're getting close to the end. We're getting there, but we might pick up Avatar again. It's not the end of Avatar forever, I don't think. But let's go over growth questions now. All right. Growth questions for the night. First, I'm going to start with Keyword Savior. Did you learn something challenging?
Yes, but I can't vocalize it. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess maybe there is some merit to what they're saying about things being out of balance with the current avatar, with the way the spirits are acting up. I think, especially again, seeing them possess tech to come after us is a little disturbing.
All right. Did, it, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Yes, I did. Yes, I acted to keep the van from getting away,
Did you
and
stop,
also to
keep the avatar from being kidnapped?
yeah, there you go, that one.
That's a good one. Okay. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the center at your center? Did you end the session at your center or guide someone toward balance?
Yes, the second one.
So you're at balance?
Yes, I'm at balance.
All right. Each player also answers their playbook's unique growth question. What is your playbook's unique growth question?
Did I accomplish a feat worthy of my burden and tradition? I would say yes. In attempting to keep the avatar from being kidnapped.
All right. So that is 4 yeses. So for each yes, mark growth. When you have marked 4 growth, you can take an advancement, a growth advancement. So you should be able to take a growth advancement. Kashi, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Learning about the licensing required for spirit bending. That, like, just the way that she explained it and how it's being run now, it's kind of suspicious a little bit for her. Like, okay, so if we have a license, why is it so hard to get one? Are they trying to hide something? So it raises a lot of questions for her.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Yeah, I helped the avatar from being kidnapped.
Excellent. Did you guide a companion toward balance or end the session at your center?
No, I didn't.
All right. And what is your growth question on your playbook?
Did you improve the lives of a community of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems? I can't say the avatar again for this one, can I?
Not really.
No. I don't think I did.
Okay, so
I
that's
mean, I did help take the robot thingy down, but I don't know how much of a threat that would have been.
I don't think that one would count. So
Yeah,
you mark 2 yeses. Ayami, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world tonight?
Yeah, I had heard about the tensions between the spirits and the people, but now like it sounds like Echo's trying and just doesn't know what to do, which now you see her side of it, and so I learned that like she's not just detached. She sounds like she's confused and trying.
Okay. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Yeah, we stopped the van.
You stopped the van, yep. And did you guide a companion toward balance or end the center at your session at your center? You did guide companions tonight.
Yeah, did Kaisu go toward his balance?
Did Kaisu go toward his balance? Kaisu may be with the little one.
No, sorry. I'm a bit distracted, but I'm here.
No, you're good.
Are we on that
When I-
question?
Nope.
When I guided and comforted you, did I take you closer to your balance?
No, I don't think you rolled a 10. I just got the other effects.
No, I did. Yeah, I did. I
she
got
had
a
a 10
9
on.
on.
Yeah, she did. She was able to move your balance once.
Oh, so then I'm centered then. So yes.
Cool.
Excellent. And what is your playbook question there, Brooke?
Did I resolve an issue or a conflict relying on something other than training? Would guiding and comforting the avatar resolve that conflict between her and the guy she was kicking?
Yes.
I feel like the other ones were like based on training, is why I said
Well,
yes.
you also did push your luck on things too.
I did. That's a good point. I was thinking of the guiding and comforting mostly. So yeah, okay. I pushed my luck a bunch of times.
You did push your luck a bunch of times, yep. All right.
Okay, cool.
Wildwood, did you learn something challenging and exciting or complicated about the world?
Certainly, yeah. The very least about in kind of two ways about my stolen tech. One, what or who, how high up in my company is leaking this tech, and this nefarious stuff that it's being used for consistently at this point and everywhere.
Okay, that's a yes. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
The van, and then secondly, that AI situation we dealt with once we finally got out of the tunnel.
Yep. Okay. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
I did end my session at center, apparently, yes, thanks to a Yami.
All right, and now answer your playbook question.
That one is a bit tricky. That's like, did I work towards creating a new Marvel? And I haven't got a lot of opportunity to mess with my Marvel. However, it might be argued in the sense that I had to deal with kind of defusing one of my own turbines that my company makes that was being used nefariously, and that might have taught me some new changes to make to my Marvel. I definitely now want to make ways where they can't be used like without an interface and stuff. You can't just spit up one of our engines for no useful reason. So that would be a new thing going forward in my Marvel, I suppose.
Like that? I dig it. I think that works. Works. That's very good. It's very, very good. All right. So that's 4 yeses for you as well. So you can mark a growth. That's pretty dope.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a point into passion because I had used that 11 times. It felt like that game.
I changed things up today. We used a lot more. We used pretty much all the moves except what did we use?
And statuses. You hit us with some statuses, conditions.
Conditions, yeah. We did a little bit of everything today.
We're doing rules, baby.
We're doing real rules. The only thing we didn't really do was plead. No one did any pleading, and no one did any intimidating.
I almost pled with the lady with the wire cutters.
Okay, that would have worked.
Almost.
All right, so
we would have to care what you think.
That's why I didn't.
We are going to raid the Neon Swamp. They are playing Blade Runner, Fiery Angels Part 2. So give all your love to the Neon Swamp. And thank you, everyone. We will see you on Monday for Candle in the Mead Hall. It's going to be a very special event. Kendrick, we need to find our energy for that one because both of us are going to need to be on our A games for Monday.
Yeah.
Wait, it's going to be special? Oh, that scares me.
It's going to be a very special event.
A very special episode.
Mead in the Candle Hall. Thank you, Pitterate. Everyone have a great night. Stick with me for this raid. And we will be joining the Neon Swamp as they do Blade Runner. Actually, I didn't check about how long they have left, but they probably have plenty of time. It doesn't matter all that much. All right, everybody. We're heading over right now. Peace.
Bye, everybody.